Separation, time determined. Another form of strict separation of two languages used in an educational program is determined by time. That is, what is the time at which one specific language is used? So one way of going about it is that during the day of the school, we have one language during the morning sessions and we use the other language in the afternoon sessions. We can do the alternate thing the next day, or we can throughout the month or throughout the calendar year, we can keep the same languages at the same time used for instruction of specific subjects. Now, it is also argued that usually one specific language that you really are gearing towards might be used in the morning sessions, or the alternate use of languages might take place in the morning sessions because in the morning, students are more fresh, so they are more likely to grasp the linguistic aspects of those languages. Another way of doing it is you use one language a day, followed by limited continuation the other day or weekly alternation of languages. So there are programs in which over the course of the whole day, over the course of 1 week, one language is used to teach all the subjects, and then this is followed by the next week with the use of other languages. Now, when we have said that, it is to be remembered that it is not the same subject content that is being taught the next day when the new language is being used. Rather, another aspect of that subject, another topic of that subject is taught in the other language. Usually, what the schools do is what we call a roller coaster arrangement, which is very common across different bilingual education systems. What we mean by that is that they use one language in one period, they use the other language in the other period, so they keep on shifting languages throughout the course of the day. So this enables the children to actually relate to what they have covered in the previous sessions. It keeps their memory jogged regarding what type of vocabulary they had come across before. So this is somehow used more commonly across educational systems. Now, another type of separation between languages, which is determined by time, can also be the use of the same language at the same time. That is, whenever on Mondays, for instance, if you're using the same language, you strictly abide by that point that every Monday the same language is used. Every specific timing of the day, the same language is used. So the periods are allocated in a way that the students are mentally ready to know that this specific subject or this specific period, they are going to switch on to another language. So this is really helpful, especially in early grades when the one teacher is teaching. And this is highly advisable that one teacher is kept, especially in early stages. That is because the teacher is then able to affiliate with the children, and also because then the children are given a longer time to develop relationships of trust with the teacher. They get used to the style of the teacher. The teacher also comes to know the students very specifically. And you might have noticed that this is exactly what they do in the early grades in schools. However, a problem comes with this kind of arrangement, and that is that the teacher needs to be proficient in both languages. If she is to teach both languages to the same group of students, and then not only that, she has to prepare bilingual materials throughout. Then this again means that she has to be really good in all the subjects that she's teaching, along with the language proficiency in all the subjects. So material preparation can be a problem. However, it is advised that especially in the early grades, when the switch of the language is taking place and it takes place within one classroom, then there should be some sort of physical indication that the switch of language is taking place. Some teachers do that by using different sides of the classrooms. When they switch to another language, some teachers do by putting on an apron or a different color, so that the students now know that they are moving from one language to the other. So some sort of coding is really helpful over here. But having said that, keep in mind that since this is already sort of like a slightly confusing for the students, it is argued that a single teacher might be able to do a better job than more than one teacher.